Statement of endorsement for the July 17 protest. Less than 2 years into the United Party mess rule, Liberia has degenerated into an embarrassment state. We are witnessing rampant corruption, an alarming increase in sexual and gender-based violence. One of Bwaka minister raped the Minister of Internal Affairs, and that man who raped had never been investigated. Today he's still the Minister of Internal Affairs.
So here comes now the organizers.
So the organizer of the protest is here.
Enough is enough protest. Hence, Moba Kemalu has arrived to receive the endorsement statement about the National Youth League of the Congress of Democratic Change.
Thank you very much. So while we were reading the official position of the Revolutionary National Youth League, we are not even going in a paragraph of the Youth League statement. We just wrote to the first sentence. You know, group of sentences make paragraph. So we just went in the first sentence. So we move forward. We want to recognize the president of the chairperson of state. Put your hands together for Moba Kemalu. As we continue reading the statement, and again, former chairperson, we presenting that statement to you on behalf of the Youth League of the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change. Not only that, but 10 other opposition Youth League has joined us, represented by Abraham Kone. Put the hands together for Abraham Kone. And so we continue. We say less than 2 years into the United Party mess rule, Liberia has degenerated into an embarrassment state. We are witnessing rampant corruption, an alarming increase in sexual and gender-based violence, a breakdown of the rule of law, heightened police brutality and insecurity, deepening economic inequality and hardship, a record high youth unemployment and poverty. We were told that 90% of young people in Liberia are unemployed. They are not even making a living wage. The first thing that hits you when you wake up from there is empty operation to the illegal procurement of 4 vehicles at NASCO. That's Sylvester Graceway. The process has been repeatedly ignored. Corruption has become routine, with numerous officials implicated in misconduct and mismanagement. Yet, Mr. Bwaka only restored suspension, allowing the accused to work free without prosecution and restitution. We recall the case of former Commerce Minister Ami Modar, who allegedly received a luxurious vehicle worth $150,000 United States dollars from Nectar Scientific Liberia Limited, a company controversially hired by the government to conduct destination inspection at the port of Liberia. In that situation, as in many others, the president failed to act decisively. This pattern of impunity reflects a crisis of leadership and a profound insensitivity to the cries of the ordinary people. While we are not surprised by Mr. Bwaka's alleged corrupt nature, we will not sit idly by while he and his corrupt officials plunge our country into chaos. We are not surprised because this is the same corrupt officials to steal, but to spend the money in Liberia. Reveals the moral decay and cynical mindset that not just govern of our republic. We mourn the daily untold suffering of our countless Liberians who are denied food, medicine, and housing, while corrupt officials enrich themselves and shield their death with power and connection. Our country stands a historic crossroad where we can either watch democracy crumble under elite-driven looters, or we can rise in fierce defiance of transparency, justice, and accountability. And the young people of the CDC choose to rise. The tragedy of increasing sexual and gender-based violence under this government have left deep scars on our national conscience. According to the Ministry of Gender, from January to October 2024 alone, 2,759 cases were reported, with more than 1,900 of them occurring in Montserrat County. These statistics reflect more than numbers. The life horrors of girls and women raped and abused in society where justice remains a dream. By the growing vulnerability of our community, where survivors are unprotected and perpetrators go free. We call on all young women and girls who have been harassed and assaulted or abused to speak out and let your voices be heard. You are not alone and you are not powerless. The Revolutionary National Youth League stands with you. The rule of law in Liberia has collapsed under Mr. Joseph Walker administration. For the fragment disregard for constitutional protected tenure position to the illegal removal of the seated speaker, this government has displayed total contempt for legal norms and separation of power. By undermining the independence of the legislature and instilling a loyalist as speaker, the president has effectively reduced that body to a mere extension of the executive power. A legislature that no longer checks but echoes the executive is a betrayal of democratic order. We cannot operate in a republic where accountability and structures are hijacked and manipulated by the very authorities they are meant to regulate. Police brutality and insecurity. The Liberian National Police, once mandated to serve and protect life and property, has become a weapon of state-sponsored intimidation. For the killing of protesters, in conjunction to the flagrant act of excessive force across the country. The last 2 years have seen a disturbing rise in police brutality. Most troubling is the report that Inspector General Como has deployed more than 300 ex-combatants for the infamous butt-naked group disguised in PSU uniform without state-issue identification to harass peaceful citizens and suppress dissent, especially in anticipation of the July 17 protest. This is not law enforcement. It is an institutionalized thuggery disguised in uniform. The police have grown increasingly unprofessional, aggressive, and politicized, functional not as servants of the law, but as enforcer of the regime. Economic inequality and hardship. The living condition in Liberia has worsened drastically. We are on a roadmap towards where the CDC Youth League has deemed it befitting to endorse this protest. commodities such as rice, gasoline, and transportation are now beyond the reach of many families. Inflation is eroding what little income citizens earn, and poverty is spreading like wildfire. Liberia is not a poor country by nature. It is poor because of policy failures, entrenched corruption, and a government that prioritizes patronage over public goods, while a tiny elite enjoy luxury and foreign travel. The majority of citizens live in daily humiliation, unable to meet the basic most needs. This is not just economic failure, it is a humanitarian crisis caused by political greed. Youth unemployment. Thousands of young Liberians graduate from university, technical colleges, vocational institutions every year, yet they remain unemployed, underemployed, or excluded entirely from the labor market. The government has failed to craft any serious policy for youth employment in either the public or the private sector. Instead of empowering young people with meaningful opportunities, the government has reduced them to street sweepers and sectional laborers, offering token jobs as a substitute for real empowerment. Job opportunities are distributed based on loyalty and political connection rather than competence and merits. This is systemic degradation. Our youth are not just trash. They are not burden. They are the future of Liberia, and they deserve better. Now we go to our resolve. The roadmap to July 17. The Revolutionary National Youth League of the Martyr Congress for Democratic Change. No, we have been clear. We will love again to start from our resolve. And I read, the Revolutionary Youth League of the Martyr Congress for Democratic Change fully endorses the July 17 We the People protest. I go back again. The Revolutionary National Youth League of the Martyr Congress for Democratic Change fully endorses the July 17 We the People protest. We stand with the people in resistance to corruption, oppression, and neglect.
Down, Father Police, down. Father Police,
We call on every patriotic Liberian, youth, students, women, workers, our fathers, and our destitute mothers to rise in unity with the purpose of supporting the July 17 protest. This is a national declaration that the people will no longer be silent. Let the world know that the youth of Liberia will not inherit a broken nation without resistance. We are the torchbearer of justice, dignity, and accountability. We are standing for the hungry who sleep without food, for the daughters who suffer in silence, for the graduates who roam without jobs, and for the families who cries echoes unanswered. We will not kneel before the